Hi everyone! We hope you're having an amazing day today. We all have some books from our childhood that carry a nostalgic value and thus will always be irreplaceable for us. In the later years of our lives, we might read a lot of different books, some of which are brilliant, but none of them can compete with the ones that we read when we were just children. Think of the first time you read the Harry Potter series. How old were you? Where did you buy your first Harry Potter book from? What were your initial feelings when reading The Philosopher's Stone? How long have you dreamed about going to Hogwarts and getting rid of the blunt life as a muggle? All these questions bring us back to our childhood, and with all of its good and bad, we appreciate the period for making us who we are today. With the contribution of all these books, one of the books that create a similar impact on us is Anne with an E, a historical fiction book telling the story of a red-haired girl named Anne who is an orphan and is known for her optimistic stance on life. She is a drop of light that impacts everyone around her positively, despite her not very fortunate circumstances. Anne taught us all how to be thankful for what we have and how can we appreciate our lives more. She is the ultimate inspirational character, and we believe everyone needs to read Anne with an E book at least once in their lives. If you're not a bookworm though, don't worry, we have a very close alternative to you. Netflix's Anne with an E adaptation. Usually, whenever Netflix adapts a series, we get anxious since there is always the potential of ruining the legacy of the original material just to attract the mass audience. But in the case of Anne with an E, we were pleasantly surprised since the streaming platform remained loyal to the original material for the most part. Especially as far as the casting is concerned, Netflix made wonders and impressed us all. That being said, we are still angry at the platform for ending the series prematurely. Yes, you heard it right. Netflix canceled Anne with an E in November 2019 with the following announcement. We've been thrilled to bring the quintessentially Canadian story of Anne with an E to viewers around the world. We're thankful to producers Maura Wally-Beckett and Miranda DePensier and to the talented cast and crew for their incredible work in sharing Anne's story with a new generation. We hope fans of the show love this final season as much as we do, and that it brings a satisfying conclusion to Anne's journey. It was devastating news for many of us as we were disappointed in the fact that Anne didn't get a proper ending to her adventure. The thing is, the show was very much popular online and audiences from all generations were hooked on the series. But still, apparently, the ratings were not enough to satisfy Netflix. According to Beth McNulty, who was playing the part of Anne, while the news was devastating at the time, at this point, she made peace with the situation and moved on. I've let that side of my life go. I miss the cast endlessly, but we see each other all the time, so I don't have that same mourning for it as I think a lot of fans do. I'd love to do, say, a movie or something, and let people get the closure I've had, but I doubt that'll happen. There's so much more I want to give as an actor, she says. I'm moving forward and seeing darker, scarier things like Stranger Things and what they have in store. Still, we believe McNulty's successful performance on Stranger Things and the fans' continuous desire to welcome back Anne with an E might lead the show to be renewed eventually. In that case, we would predict that the 4th season of the series would be out around spring 2024. Are you an Anne with an E fan? Do you think the show got canceled too soon? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon!